Yeah. It's going to be a quick one, Steve.
Welcome everybody, it's Sorcery TCG, it's the Beta Precons, it's beta release week. It's a big moment for the history of the game, what we hope is a long and exciting journey together playing one of the greatest games I think that's come across our path since we've been born.
I still can't just believe this game is happening. And it feels like we've already been on a really long journey. From the Kickstarter launching, through alpha fulfillment, and now finally beta is here. And I know there's a lot of people who've been waiting to get into the game for beta. So in some ways, like alpha came out and it feels like it released almost, but in my brain it's still, this is it. This is the moment.
Well, it's great to have everybody joining us. Hopefully you have your beta precon decks as well. If you don't, we do have those available on our website. So you can buy those and you can have the same experience Zach and I are going to have here. This isn't going to be a tutorial style game, so a little light understanding of the rules is going to be helpful to follow along. If you just want to see how the game looks when it's being played and you don't actually know the rules, that's also a great thing to be doing too. You're going to see action on the board. Everything's pretty intuitive in that the way that things look like they could move and attack, and your big sea serpent attacking a thing is going to do just that. It's going to tap and attack. So you'll be able to have a visual reference for how the board looks and kind of where the action is. But if you have an understanding of the rules, you're going to probably enjoy the tactical decision-making a little bit better. Now, as you probably know at this point, Zach and I are not the hype men of the industry. I made that joke on Twitter once, and I think everyone thought I was being serious. So we're going to take our time, we're going to enjoy the game, we're going to dive into concepts that are normally missed in some of these early games, things that we commonly miss. We might have to look up some stuff, we'll probably cut that out in the end, but just know that that's happening. So if you're also having to reference the rulebook, that's fine, that's the way that these games go. And it's particularly how some of these older style games go. And there's some actual beauty to that. It's like the commercial break in the TV show. Yeah. It's like it gives you a moment to like step back, zoom out, connect with the other person, argue about the rules for a second, and then get back to the table.
Like you do.
I'm going to be playing the Waveshaper. This is the new avatar in beta. You're going to be playing the Flamecaller.
That's right.
Also a new avatar.
Fire versus water, a tale as old as time.
These beta precons are a little bit different in that they have different avatars and a different construction methodology. So they've got more more consistent cards in the deck, less unique, crazy cards in the deck as compared to the alpha precons. As I said, you can get these on our website if you want to play along. You can also grab this playmount on our website if you're looking for something that's easy to visualize the game on. And you can even get beta booster boxes on our website. What can't you get on our website?
There's a much longer list of what you can't get on the website.
Actually, that's very true. So let's crack into these. We're gonna just play a straight up game of Sorcery TCG. We have actually not played these precons properly until now, so you're seeing our first look at them.
Yep.
And
you're the Waveshaper?
I'm the Waveshaper. We haven't stacked the deck whatsoever, so this is just going to be real sorcery coming right at you.
What's the Waveshaper do?
Well, the Waveshaper, it floods a site near your body of water. Now, body of water is any contiguous adjacent water sites.
Okay.
So,
cardinal directions?
Yeah, cardinal directions, water, 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 no intervening ground. Like a lake or a pond or an ocean would be an example of that in the real world. Tap minions without submerge there. They don't untap the next time that they would.
Okay, so you flood a site connected to your body of water you're in, and every minion on it is tapped.
That's right.
And they would not untap like at the start of my next turn like normal.
Yeah, they stay down, which is like it's crazy tempo-wise.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's a lot of value.
So it's going to be really good.
Which I know is going to be a surprise for you.
It's going to be the first time I've played a water avatar that's really good. Ooh. Zach, what about you?
Is that explicitly true?
No, it's not. But it's commonly considered the avatar of water is the worst in the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
But maybe it'll work for me. Go ahead. What's the Flamecaller say?
Flamecaller, 20 health, 1 attack. And it has a tap, player draw site like normal. Also has tap, banish all of your dead fire minions. So the fire minions in my discard pile are banished. You can do it once, and then it clears out. And then you need more in there. Shoot projectile. Straight line from my avatar. It deals damage equal to the sum of their fire elemental threshold.
Oh man, he nailed it. He's a rules master.
Yeah, I know the terminology.
Yeah, so that means that basically you can do a Kamehameha every now and again. And the weird thing too, we know that fire does a ton of direct damage. It's not rocket science here.
Yep.
Fire is just going to be doing direct damage to everything on the board. So I feel like a lot of the time you're going to be attacking you're going to be killing your own stuff. Not because you want to use that ability, but just because you have two little weenies there. I've got a big thing. You destroy that site, and then suddenly now you're got a big fireball building up back there.
Yep.
So I'm going to shove this up. And now there's two types of cards in the game. You got your spellbook cards and your atlas cards. This is because lands are separate from your base spells. What are you thinking? How do you think this game is going to go in your mind right now?
Well, as John Madden once said, you're going to play some cards, I'm going to play some cards, and then I'm going to win the game. That's how it's going to work. No, I have no idea. I don't know what's in your deck or my deck, actually.
All right.
I saw on the back of my box, Ancient Dragon and Major Explosion. So my entire strategy is to get to 7.
They may not be in there. Yeah, spoiler alert. I don't think the dragon's in there. I looked at it earlier today. I looked at all your decks. I don't know what's in mine.
So my goal is to get to 7 and roast you.
Okay, that's my goal too.
Get to 7 and roast? Okay.
Yeah, 7 and roast.
And the first game you went second. Do you want to go first now?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I like the card draw though, really.
Well, me too.
But I'm a conservative type player. Okay, now we get to the mulligan phase. We can put cards on the bottom of our deck that aren't helpful to us. And then,
You want to talk about that?
Hey, do you mind going to the jazz club, my friend?
I was about to ask you.
Go to the jazz club, man.
Honestly, we need a name for the jazz club.
What do you want to call it?
It's like, I don't know. Going to the Phoenix.
If it's like our standard naming convention is the Covenant Jazz Club.
It's amazing. I can't hear a word you're saying.
Whoever did the marketing on all of that is a moron. All right, so first I've got Polar Bears. That's a great early drop, and it's just funny, so I'm going to keep that. Then I've got Drown. Now this is an awesome removal card, obviously. Well, it's not quite as awesome as like Berry, but or sometimes it is. I mean, that's kind of that's water. But I just don't know. I want meat. I want bodies. You got to have threats on the board, and sometimes I'm going to be holding this for 5 turns. I want to draw into these. I don't really want them in the opening hand. Of course, I could be wrong. I'm not great at this game. And then Pirate Ship is a 4 or 5. That's a great card. That's just a great card. So 5 is like a hard number for anybody to deal with, unless they're fire, of course. Then they can do 1 and 2 and 3 and 8 and whatever. So I'm going to keep these. I've got a pretty decent ramp into 4 there. And then I'm gonna get rid of the Drown. Now the real question here though, water lives and dies by their sites. So Leviathan, I mean, I could play to this becoming an 8 strength thing by playing to the 8 threshold requirement, but I really don't want to do that. I mean, that's gonna take forever. Now a lot of people would hold this, drop it, and just make that their win condition, and that's probably the correct thing to do. But I'll tell you why I'm not gonna do that. Because I've got 2 undertows in my hand, and that is you can move stuff in your body of water. Now that can be really good, but the number one thing that I want as a water player is I'm looking for floodplains, because floodplains flood the site across from them. And if I can do that, then my pirate ship gets better, or my submerged stuff gets better. I can suddenly start really putting pressure on. So if I don't see a floodplain in my opening hand, I tend to just bury the whole thing and try again. And that's what I'm gonna do here. All right, Zach, you're good. He really couldn't hear me, you see? That was a test. That was a nice test.
All right, I'm gonna need you to go visit the jazz club.
All right, hold on. Let me get these draws there, and then I'll get my headphones on. I'll see you guys later. It's been fun.
All right. So my opening hand, I have these Rimland Nomads, which I just love the way they look, so I'm gonna keep that. I also have one of my favorite cards in the entire game at this point, which is the Ascalon Phoenix. What Phoenix is? This is a black Phoenix, so my whole game's gonna center around this card. Hopefully Steven doesn't just dunk on this as soon as I play it. Next, I have the Sandworm. Now, landbound, waterbound, that keyword is actually pretty tough to deal with. Particularly, I know he's playing water. So he's gonna have water sites. Means half the board this unit can't even go to. So I'm gonna mulligan that because I don't know how useful it's actually gonna be. Looking over at my locations, I have a red desert and an air desert, which is fine. But then I have the Shifting Sands, which actually lets me reactivate all my deserts. So I'm gonna keep this because what I wanna do is play some deserts down, and then save this in hand for a moment where I can activate 2 or 3 at the same time and really do something good. So keep my locations, mulligan 1 card for my spellbook, and we'll draw. And we get the S. I don't even know how to say it. It's the Cyclops, which is just great. That is a classic beefy boy. So we're gonna keep that, and we're ready to dance. Actually, it's particularly good because my 5 and 6 costs have 2 threshold requirement each, which means even if Steven does deal with them, I'll have a 4 damage surprise with my avatar. So we'll see if that plays out.
I can tell you, it's almost better in there.
That's what I've been saying. Like, do I want to hear that or you? It's close. It's
We're
close.
having a good, yeah, it's a little kitchen table sorcery, a little kitchen table. All right, I'm going first. Because my avatar is in the void, I have to try to put it on some amount of land, a site.
Gotta try to fix that.
I don't draw a card on the first turn, and that's really a bummer because I didn't draw the site that I needed, and I'm going to have to decide how much I really want to like fish for it before I. That's a funny joke. Anyway.
He's a wordsmith.
Autumn Rivers coming in here. Now, these basic sites for water are quite good. Look at your next spell. You can put it on the bottom, or you could, of course, leave it on the top. And I'm going to set it there while I decide.
Okay. He's a thinking man.
I'm going to leave it. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that I did that just then. I'm going to put it on the bottom.
Oh, I see.
All right, over to you.
Nothing changed, right? Like you just decided differently.
Yeah,
after
that's
you did
right.
it?
Nothing changed.
All right. Started my turn. I get to
course of
draw
the
a
game.
card. Let's go ahead and draw from my spellbook. Excellent. It's a bad card.
I'm going to complain so much during this match, just by the way, because that is our history, isn't it?
You complaining?
You're just going to... The problem is you can just decide exactly how things play out. This is why these direct damage people, you know, they're always like this. They just get to decide. It's like they get to make perfect trades all the time because it's like, well, I've got damage in my hand, damage in my hand, damage in my hand, things on the board. You do all your stuff. Okay, then I go, okay, I'll make the math work for me. Damage, 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 move it, you know, do that thing, kill it. And then it's like, well, I don't get to do that. I have to hope that what I put on the board is going to work next turn. Anyway, they always do it. They're always like that.
The Lord of Flame welcomes all. You too can join.
I am expressing some strong desire right now.
Yeah, I mean, you sound like a fire person. Anyways, we're going to tap my Flamecaller. We're going to play an Arid Desert.
What does it say?
Deal 1 damage to each minion atop target nearby side.
Okay.
So a Genesis ability you have to trigger.
Genesis ability you have to trigger. Yeah, I was going to bring that to your attention. You have to trigger the Genesis ability, but you're not a minion. Your avatar is not a minion, so it's not going to do any damage to you.
All right.
You know, fire's unpredictable. I mean, it's a desert. You don't get to decide not to starve to death.
Sometimes it'll get you.
Or whatever is being represented there. Start on my turn?
Are you at 20 health? Or you just give me a handicap?
Well, you
Or
need
give me
the
some
handicap, don't you?
I have a history of losing to you at sorcery.
I'm going to draw a spell or an atlas there. Let's keep the autumnal theme going on. Let's play an autumnal river here.
You really have been on an autumn kick. It is autumn, right? Are we in autumn yet? No, we're in summer. Technically.
What do I
Are we
think?
in autumn? We're in autumn.
What do I think about that?
By the time this video is going up, we're definitely in autumn.
What do I think about that? I think it's going on the bottom.
We draw ultimately very few cards, so the ability to filter through is pretty good.
It is pretty good. And then I'll pay 2 to drop some polar bears here. Now they can move as if the top and bottom were connected. So they can technically move and attack around the globe.
I feel like every time we play this game and you have polar bears in your deck, they're like a turn. You just have them.
That is why I put them in there.
To have them?
To have
you
them.
built this deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll pass it over to you. Sir.
Start of my turn. Let's draw from my atlas. Okay. I'm going to tap my Flamecaller. We're going to play another Arid Desert. We'll trigger the Genesis ability to do 1 damage to every minion on top of this site.
Love it. It's very good.
And then
Are you gonna shoot like a fireball or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot some firebolts. Shoot 3 projectiles in the same direction, one at a time. Each deals 1 damage. Now here's the question: if I shoot projectiles this way, it goes all the way to you. Do I get to choose who they hit? All right, so I'm gonna do polar bear, avatar.
Really?
Because there's 3 projectiles.
Hey, you passed the quiz.
What's the quiz?
Do you
The
choose
right way to
right?
do that?
Yeah, the only one right way to do it. That's cool. Hey, fire! You know, fire's great. We love that. That's cool. It's just a card for a card.
To be fair, though, this is actually a great representation of elements because we each played a 2 cost. Your 2 cost, if left undeterred, could come to my side of the board and do 2 damage directly to me. My 2 cost, if we weren't connected, could have done nothing. But because we were connected, basically got rid of your 2 cost and did 1 damage.
That is what happened.
If you hadn't placed this here and instead put it over here, your polar bears is a way better play than my 2 cost fireball.
That's true. Probably should have done that.
Yeah, but
then you got to see that. I don't know. You know,
I know.
Go here and then maybe I do here as the 3rd play. Maybe that's right. Yeah. All right, start my turn. Stand up.
on.
And spellbook up. No, let's sight up. I know where I need to be. There we go. I just got it 1 turn late. 1 turn too late. Let's play a Waveshaper here. Play a site there. Floodplain. Once on my turn, I can flood an adjacent site. So one of these. And then
You love that card.
Pay 3 mana. Yeah, I need to see it here. Unfortunately, I drew it late. And then it draws the bottommost spell of my deck. Which I know what it is.
You know what that card is.
That's right.
That lets you draw 1. I got it.
Yeah.
It's actually...
Draw your bottommost spell.
So last game I had that Apprentice Wizard, which is a similar 3-for-1 that draws. But it coming in submerged is actually very good. That's a much safer spot than the Wizard. I mean, technically, you have to move up to... But anyway.
It's the water problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's safe, but it can't do anything.
Let's go ahead and draw a card. It's my turn.
It's yours, yeah.
Ready. Draw from here. Tap the Flamecaller. Gonna play a desert, and we'll do 1 damage to every minion atop that side.
Oh, well.
So he just gets to ignore me. Cool. I'm gonna play Colicky Dragonettes.
You got it.
So at the end of my turn, which it is now, they'll shoot a projectile dealing 1 damage. So I'll shoot a projectile at your Waveshaper.
All right.
It's a classic dance we play.
It's classic. All right, let's draw from the old spell book to start it off.
I will note, I had a really good time playing the Lightning Avatar and Lightning cards. But the cards in my hand currently make me significantly happier than the cards in my hand last game. And not because they're good at all.
Definitely not.
They're not good.
They're not good.
But, I don't know. Fire just does it for me.
All right, let's go here. I mean, I don't know, like site placement, there's so much to this game that it's just,
So
I just don't know. Okay,
I'm
gonna leave that there.
Your site placement here forced my hand to play here. Because I didn't want you to have the body of water, like, be able to surround me.
Yeah.
And even playing here kind of incentivizes me to play here. But then it works with your ability, because now these are all touching, so you can, like, use your thing on me.
I can use my thing on you,
Your
that's
avatar
right.
ability.
Unstoppable. Well. Let's throw a pirate ship here for 4. It's waterbound. Now we have it, in our group, we house rule waterbound and landbound where they also get +1 movement. We won't do that here. It would be too confusing. But it just goes to show you, you can do whatever you want.
Mine?
Yeah.
It's ready.
You just got to deal with those dragonettes. They're just going to shoot me. That's just what they're going to do. There's nothing to be done, man.
Straw sight. Okay.
One big old pirate ship swing and you're done. It's the end of it. You feel the shift. Sorcery does this about mid-game. Everything's fun and dandy until you gotta start playing.
Flamecaller. Remote desert. 1 damage to everything on top of this.
You got it.
You don't need to track it.
If you do 4 to it, I mean, cool. Like, you did it. Congratulations, hair bum. You did it.
We're gonna play some Rimland Nomads
Cool.
back here. They have +1 movement. They take no damage from deserts.
So cool. How cool is that, though? Really.
So that was a card I kept in my opening hand just because I like how it looks so much, and I'm fine playing it.
Top strategy from Zachary.
It's been working so far, honestly. We were drafting at Gen Con, and it's like, that looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool cards look good, play well.
Cool cards look.
You know, et cetera, et cetera. I'll pass to you.
Oh boy.
Shit of damage there.
Okay.
Pew pew.
Pew pew. We love it.
Technically, if you put the pirate ship in the way, it would just do one of the pirate ship and nothing happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then I can't do this.
Yeah, there's reasons you did what you did. I get it.
All right, start of the turn. What are we going to do here? We know what we've got. We know we need to draw, so we're going to draw a spell. We're going to untap everything. We're going to blow your mind. Yeah, go to the club. All right, so here's what we're looking at. So obviously, the lance here is like so good. I'm just gonna move that avatar up. I'm gonna kill the dragonettes. I'm gonna kill the nomads. That's pretty good. That's it. That's what we call a 2-for-1 in the business. But I go behind 1 mana, which is not great. But then the pirate ship's also gonna like roast that location for 5. And then it's gonna be disabled on its turn. That's not awesome. But it's gonna be hard for him to play something that does 5 damage before I can flood it again and then move out of the way. So there's really no conversation. That's what I'm gonna do. I've solved it. We've solved it together, but really I just have to talk it out. All right. How was it?
It was great, man. I love the club. It just changes the vibe. Like, you just get this like momentary pause.
Yeah. I'm moving. I'm gonna pay 3 for an Ice Lance. Piercing projectile that deals 3, then 2, then 1 to 1 unit at each of the first 3 locations along its path. So I'm gonna do 3 and then 2. The avatar doesn't take any.
Seems pretty good.
Now, when you shoot a projectile, you can start it where your avatar is or 1 step away. So I could have started it here, 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 or here. If I start it here, it's 3 here. I don't want that. So I start it here. So 3, 2, and then it fizzles out. At least I think it does. I mean, that's how we've always played it. Once per turn, I'm going to flood an adjacent site. I'm going to swing for 5. Let's get a little flood card.
What happens when it's unflooded?
It becomes disabled.
And does it stay flooded forever?
No, it'll go away at the end of my turn. And then the pirate ship will be on land.
Can't move.
Can't do anything. Can't retaliate, can't attack.
So you're sending the ship. You can only access it again if you flood that desert again.
Next turn.
Clean.
Yeah. I don't think you can do 5 to it sitting there like that. Now, I might be wrong. And then mermaids are going to come up. Now, the problem with mermaids coming up is it gives you such a good deal 1 by playing a desert here. So they're not, in fact. They're going to come over here. We know where our bread is buttered.
It's probably a better play.
It's on the right side of the board. Then I'll pass to you.
All right, we got problems in different area codes.
Falling behind 1 mana to do that, but you got pirates on your doorstep. That's never a good thing. Unless it's Halloween. And then perhaps they have candy for you.
Let's draw from here. Flamecaller here.
Would you quit that?
We'll do damage to the pirate ship.
Okay, it'll make me nervous. You're playing snake game over on me. Just remember, when things get tough and when it's time to start thinking, it's time to start hydrating. Because nothing lubricates the brain like a tall glass of water out of a 100% HDPE food-grade plastic Nalgene bottle, the sponsor of the show. Also good in a mug. Couldn't lock down the Starbucks sponsorship, though.
Not yet.
Rib crib's on the way, though.
That's right. We have the beef.
We have the beef.
The Ascalon Phoenix is going to come down here.
Now, what is that
5
saying?
cost, 4 attack. Airborne. It would take damage from a fire spell or ability. It gains +1 power this turn instead.
Sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Okay. Oh, this isn't flooded. That wasn't flooded the whole time. Did that matter?
No.
Okay.
Sure didn't.
Stand up.
And now we'll see if you pay for a lack of resource.
I feel like the pirate ship has cannons on it, so why should it not have ranged? That's what I don't understand. Can we house roll that while we're here?
It is a little strange it doesn't have range, actually.
It would be sick with range.
It would be too good.
Oh, man, it'd be
You're
so
sitting in
good.
that body of water. And
It started with range, and they cut it down.
Yeah.
4/4 water
Now-
round range is fine.
It would be pretty sweet if there was a upgrade for ships only. You can upgrade it with
Oh
the cannons,
my.
you know?
I don't think that's coming in Arthurian.
Yeah, they weren't really boat people, were they? Not that kind of boat.
I don't think so, no.
Maybe
I don't
like
think so.
boats in the lake to go get the sword sort of thing, but not like boats on the open sea.
No. No boats on the open sea, indeed.
But I don't know. Arthur's like English, right? So like,
I think that's
surely,
accurate.
surely they had boats. England's always had boats.
From the beginning of time.
What's England doing if they don't have boats?
How did anyone get there?
How did anyone go?
All right, drawing a spell.
All right, we got the tempo situation here. Just keep punching.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna do that, but the problem is with waters, there's so many ways to be tricky.
You get caught up in being tricky instead
But
of doing
not-
things that matter,
Good.
like you thought I was going to do with Cloud City last time.
Yeah.
You know, you said don't reference the last game at all in this video, and I
No,
just,
we could. Jonathan said we
okay.
could.
I was going to say I've just gone right off the range. Just every chance I get, I talk about that.
I have so many things to say. I think we've got it. Yes, we've got it. You've got it. You're on the edge of your seat here?
I'm dying.
All right. It's tempo time, baby.
Tempo time.
We're going to flood the site with the Waveshaper ability.
Poor horse.
We're going to pay 2 for Riptide. Target water site pulls in an above ground unit it's adjacent to. This one.
This?
It's going to pull in this one. And I draw a card.
Now, hold on. You just drew so quick.
Oh, sorry.
So earlier, I assume it being disabled doesn't affect it from being moved around.
That's right.
Okay.
Let's swing at you for 5.
Yeah. It's gonna be a quick one, Steve. You know what? In all the years we've done this, I've never called you Steve, and I don't know why. Well, gonna be a quick one, Steve. I don't know why it took me so long to get to that one.
Yeah, and I'm going to play something else too while we're here.
But I am happy to know I still got some arrows in the quiver.
I just don't... Yeah, we're going to risk it. And the problem with risking it against fire is I know you have a million things that kill everything. This is going to be one of those games where early it's good, and then you're going to kill everything, and then I'm going to lose.
I mean, you're capping yourself at 4 resources for tempo.
Yeah, for some damage there.
I hear water is the rush deck.
Well, maybe this one is. I've never played the
Maybe.
Waveshaper.
The ability is crazy. I can't stack up anything next to a water location because you can just tap all of it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is crazy.
It's so good.
Do I even want to play this? I kind of do. You've got the Phoenix. It can swoop in. Can you do... Okay. I'm going to put this here. It floods whatever it's on. and it becomes a water site. It can submerge, but I want to threaten the 2 damage. And I know that I can pop up to block for it. So that's what I'm thinking. And then I'll pass to you.
Okay. It's ready. Let's draw here.
See, I'm glad I got rid of that big turn into a monster when you get to 8th threshold, because I would have never got there. Oh, and I was supposed to draw a Friptide. You didn't let me, you paused me, but now I get to do it. Because it's a card that I think is very questionable.
We got problems.
Pirate problems?
I guess you'd have to have Riptide to move again.
Yeah.
So,
But that's the trickery of water. We're a movement faction. The charm and trickery? You feel charmed yet?
Mm-mm.
You're not charmed?
0 charm.
Didn't send over my most dashing pirates? Talk to the Flamecaller? Talk some sense into you? We don't have to fight,
All right.
man.
Let's do this.
Turn these deserts into the ocean.
I'm going to play Shifting Sands.
What's that say?
Reactivate the Genesis ability on nearby deserts. So,
I hate all of your cards.
so these 2 nearby deserts are going to activate and choose here.
Got it.
This one is going to activate and choose its own location. Phoenix is immune to it and it gets +1 instead.
Yeah, it's a good way to pump it up in the desert there.
And then we're going to move it and go here and attempt to attack this for 5.
Not good. So trade a card for 5 damage. Currently ahead.
Way ahead. And I still got a pirate problem.
Not way ahead, because I'll go to 12. 12 to 10. Then you go to 5. And you haven't played anything. So you have like, it's like 6. Is crazy. How many cards you got? 2? Okay, that's fair. Oh man, this Phoenix is going to be a problem. It's like my pirate ship.
It is like your pirate ship.
I think I have to keep the mermaids around. I'm not gonna take that right now.
All right, take 5.
Yeah,
right.
right.
All right, then for 6, Flooded doesn't do anything, right? So,
No, not unless you
unloaded
submerge yourself.
right. I'm going to play the
Oh,
Assylian
man.
Cyclops.
Look at you.
Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
For 6. It doesn't strike back while defending, but it does attack for 6.
That's right.
And I'll pass to you. Look at you. That's a beefy boy.
Draw a spell at the start of the turn.
Classic Homer quote on the bottom there.
Doesn't strike back while defending, huh?
Punch it. This is technically not there, actually.
It is. It lasts forever. Waveshaper ability.
Oh, until the next one?
Until you do it again, yeah. It's flooded forever.
Interesting.
Does that matter to you?
I think if I know that, I just play here.
Okay.
In my mind, that was going away.
I can't optionally flood that with the floodplain.
So it doesn't really matter. Okay, makes sense. We'll just leave it.
It's
We'll
it can matter. It can definitely matter.
It's fine.
Given that I could take that boy off the table right now. If I so chose.
Because you're Waveshaper?
Yeah, I could swing him with a Waveshaper, yeah.
Fine. We'll do 2 redos. Asterisk on this game.
No asterisk necessary.
That makes sense. Okay. So the flood happens and it just sticks until you redo
Waveshaper
it.
sticky, under terror, floodplain is until the end of the turn.
Yeah. And that sticks until you use your ability again? Mm-hmm. That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Waveshaper, so good.
It's better, isn't it?
It is better. There's more movement to it. Like
It's quite a bit better.
the combination of that plus this ability is really fun because now you have these are both flooded.
And you got 1 card in hand?
1 card.
Am I playing now or playing later? You know?
You have 2 cards that aren't locations.
I have 3 cards.
Oof. He's way ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna keep the pressure on. Let's see if we can be a rush deck here. Where do I want to play it? I'm going to tap. Okay, first of all,
That's right.
I'm going to activate here to temporarily flood this site.
When is that last until?
Last until I want it to go away. No, it's a floodplain, so like it lasts until the moon recedes. So it's like temporary. You see the theme of it. It's temporarily flooding because the high tide has come up, and then it's going to go down at the end of my turn, and then it will no longer be flooded.
It's only during your turn.
That's right.
Okay. You see,
That's another way to put that, I suppose.
there's two games I'm having to play here. One is the game, and the other is this.
Mm-hmm. All right. We're going to play Undertow. Staying within this body of water, move target unit 1 step. We're going to move this target unit 1 step. Water, 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 water.
Mm-hmm. I see what you're doing.
All right, let's swing 5 at the Cyclops.
Yep.
And 1 at the Cyclops.
You got him.
1 step up, and then a swing. And then I'll pay 4 for Pirate Ship.
Oh, no.
I'm a pirate king over here, man. I don't know what to tell you.
We got to getting. Mine?
Oh, yeah.
Ready. Draw.
That's so scary, and this is gone now. This is the temporary one. That's so scary against fire. You just drop that do money to all the things card, which you don't have, right?
So you don't strike back here?
What?
You said you're disabled when this is happening?
This one doesn't strike back.
Because he's waterbound.
He's just up there on the surface. Yeah. You know, this is a fascinating game. Choosing board over damage.
Yeah, what have you become?
What have I become? Do you have a little fire out? You're full of desire over there. I can see it in your eyes.
Can't you feel the desire?
What else are you supposed to have? Desire and destruction?
Yes.
Oh, man.
I'm going to tap my Flamecaller. I'm going to banish all my dead minions.
Oh, here he is.
So I'm going to banish here. And I'm going to do 5 damage projectile to the pirate ship.
You got 5 stuff over there?
Yeah, you killed my Cyclops.
You want to choose me, the Waveshaper, or the pirate ship?
The pirate ship.
Okay.
Banish over here.
Look at that. Look at that ability.
Yeah, it was necessary.
That's good. These are good avatars, actually.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
it's not just Sorcerer Town.
I'm going to attack your Deep Sea Mermaids.
You got it.
Now I'm playing the board maneuvering.
Now, how'd we get here?
Like I should be the one attacking you. Also,
what if you
I know.
Kamehameha your own thing and
That's
then
what I
swung
wanted
for
to
10
do.
or
Yeah,
whatever?
I didn't want to have to waste it on your dumb pirate ship. But
You don't know the status of that pirate ship. Yeah. Be a very intelligent pirate ship.
it's a dumb pirate ship.
All this and more is awaiting you if you own the Sorcery TCG. Hey, seriously, just even this box of Precons. I would buy this. If you buy nothing else, just buy this. And you can have friendly, snarky exchanges with your friends. Right out of this box. 4 decks, 4 Precons. What is it, like 40 bucks? Is it 40?
I think it's 40. Crazy.
Unless we've raised the price.
Suddenly it's just 100.
After seeing this video, everyone's just got a fever.
That's right. Only cure. Some more sorcery precons. So, can you trigger your ability on a site you've already flooded?
Yeah. It's just got to be near the body of water. You worried about getting tapped? It's good, man. That's really good. I'm very happy to have a water avatar that's like scaring you. The teleporty one, I think, will get better over time as we get more like do stuff around me cards.
Pit Viper's here.
Yeah.
And Ogre Goon's here.
Okay.
Over to you.
Ogre to me. Here are these jokers. All right, start of the turn. I'm going to draw from the Atlas. There's only so long that this can go. I mean, health totals are close. You're over there on 0 card bun.
We're top decking, dog.
I'm not.
By we, I mean the proverbial we, me.
Okay, understood. And you got that Phoenix too. That Phoenix is good.
Who's hanging out?
I'd take Airborne over Waterbound any day of the week.
It is significantly better.
Okay, let's go. Waveshaper is going to play a site. First things first. Here.
I'm the realist. I've been boxed in.
We're going to draw. I'm going to leave that on top, I think. I think that's a fine play. We're going to temporarily flood that with the floodplain. I'm not even going to put the thing there because it won't matter.
It's fine.
And I'm going to move into the goons.
You got it.
Because I'm playing board.
Yep.
Are we both playing the board?
I think that's where we've arrived.
Pay 6 for Hydra over here.
Oh, God. It's a problem.
Yeah,
Steven's face.
I hope so.
Oh, God. All right. Mine?
Yeah, it's yours. I sense a small amount of desire. Low on destruction. What happens if you desire destruction? Have you reached your final form?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you. We're going to go with the Phoenix. And it's going to move and punch here.
Yep. For 4?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go to 8. Would you say that as a person I'm embodying charm and trickery?
Totally.
I feel like the banter today has been very charming.
I'm going to tap here and draw a card from here.
Remember when you played the Sorcerer and you could do it from your spellbook instead? And it was like, this is good. This is like twice the cards.
Yeah, but these abilities are getting there, though.
They're getting there. Yeah. I mean, you'd have one more pirate ship on your doorstep right now.
Let's move the Pit Vipers here.
You got it.
And then spend none of my resources. Go ahead.
Dude, we're in a dogpile situation here. It's kind of tricky, though. I really can't get the pirate ship to you. And this is the problem with the Waterbound, ultimately.
I mean, you just punch the site, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's just later when you'll need to get to me that matters.
I'm going to draw from my spell book. I know it's there because of that river. I'll take your advice. I'll swing for 5.
I'm sure you would not have seen that line without me. So, part of the victory will go to me, assuming you win. Just saying.
I'll swing for 6.
Death's Door, baby!
Okay, I've got 6 mana. And I've got a Waveshaper that's standing up. I guess I could just tap down your Phoenix. Until next turn, like, you wouldn't be able to untap it.
It's pretty good.
I think. Tap minions without Submerge there. They don't untap the next time they would. Oh, Sorcerer's gonna have to... Can you tap and untap a tapped unit? Can you tap a tapped unit?
We'll just say yes. I assume so.
I would have killed for tap a tap a tap a. So this is important to know. You resolve it. You can always resolve as much of an ability as possible. And so unless there's clearly conditional statements like if you tapped the tapped unit, then this happens. So for Waveshaper, flood a site near your body of water until you do so again. Tap minions without submerge there. They don't untap the next time they would. They references the minions. It doesn't say if they were tapped by this ability.
Yeah.
So all of those are kind of separate sentences, which means I could make it to where your Phoenix does not untap with my Waveshaper, which feels really good. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Well, if I do that, this is unflooded though. And that actually matters. I don't want that pirate ship to be in that kind of a place. But I don't want the Pit Vipers to come kill the pirate ship either. Oh, we got ourselves a little
Cincinnati pickle.
Man, ain't that the truth? You're gonna find your way. You found your. This is not that far out, man.
It's not over yet.
Yeah, it's not over. And I just need to corner. I need to corner things. So I feel like I let this go. I might actually just move in and call it a day. Man, those Pit Vipers are actually a big problem. Boy, lethal's good. That's problematic. That is problematic, Zach.
It is good.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flood an adjacent site here. Mm-hmm. Then I'm going to play Font of Life. Everybody heals equal to the number of sites in the body of water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to heal 8.
Wow. But I don't.
You don't know that. No, that's correct.
Bummer.
Yeah. Now, if you were in my body of water, you would heal 8.
But I'm a Death Door. So
oh, no, you wouldn't. It says each ally. Sorry. You're not an ally. Although I do think of you fondly. And then, sure. Let's go ahead and play Sunken Treasure. You can bury that in one of my water sites. An allied water site.
There.
Okay.
I get to pick where it goes?
Yeah. You pick where it goes. Now, if I get it and bring it to the surface, I could draw 2 cards.
So what if I get it and bring it to the surface?
So it's pretty good. You do the same. Yeah. And I hope you'd find a way to do that.
And have you done anything with your Waveshaper yet?
No. What we're going to do is flood and keep tapped down the...
Does that affect my avatar?
No, minions. We're going to tap down the Phoenix.
That boat's on the rocks.
Boat's on the rocks. You can have it if you want it with the snake.
Over to me?
Over to you.
Draw a card.
The old Cincinnati pickle, huh? Mustard or ketchup? I guess you don't put either of those on a pickle, do you? Think about Cincinnati chili. You ever had a Cincinnati chili?
I haven't. But it's on the bucket list. I went to Cincinnati once, didn't have it.
I can't tell you how much I don't believe that.
Yeah, it's not really. I've heard it's good, but that's about it. Not like this will change your life. You know?
I think it's got cinnamon in it. Are you doing the thing where you're reading your cards over and over, seeing if there's an answer?
No. All right, here's what I'm going to do.
Definitely not doing that. Got that Sunken Treasure out there, though. That's good.
This Hydra's insane.
Pay 3 and a card for... Oh, okay.
Sacred Scarab's here.
That's good.
I'm going to play a Heat Ray. 2 damage to 1 unit at each location. So we'll start here. I'm going to do 2 damage to my... No, this doesn't work. I was going to do 2, which then would do 3, but then I was thinking I could do 2 more to you, which doesn't work at all.
Does it also kill your avatar?
No, projectiles can start here.
I'm saying it doesn't, it's not nearby, it's just at the site.
Oh, it's just
okay,
there.
yeah. I was thinking of the Albatrons.
Problem is he's immune to everything.
Well, non-lethal things.
Yeah, I mean, I can get him there. I just can't get him there in one fell swoop. The other problem is you can just tap down my Pit Viper. So I want to move here to be safe. But then you tap this so I can't do anything, and then you kill me. So then I have to have something else here.
You put a Scarab there.
Problem is the only unit I have is Scarab, and when it leaves, everything takes 3.
Oh. Desire and Destruction.
Did you see how excited he got just then?
He's done. He's cooked.
Yeah.
Man's
so
cooked.
then I was trying to find a creative solution.
Take him to the fair. Put him in a deep fryer. Bread him. Fry him up.
Because my
Feed him to the Hydra.
other plan was to depends on what I draw, but Heat Ray, hit my Phoenix, it goes to 6, come get the pirate ship without losing my thing. And then still have this standing. But I need another blocker to stop this here situation.
Oh, this is standing up too.
No,
No, it's not. It's right. Oops. Right. I did that.
So let's make it respectable.
That's my brain.
I'll move him pirate ship.
You did it. I guess I should be running those Hydras again in my constructed deck. But everyone around here plays lethal everything. Everyone's running poison daggers and snakes. Is there any wiggles here?
No. There's not. We'll play the Scarabs here. We will...
Hold on a second. You may have seen it. How much?
It's not enough.
You can't do the Banish Ball?
No, because even if I got rid of this one, it was 3. That was my next.
You could Heat Ray into Scarabs and Pit Viper.
So, like, I could have played here, Heat Ray, get rid of this, do 3 of the pirate ship. Then I could tap here and send a 2 to get rid of the pirate ship.
3, 4. I'm just trying to see if there's any... If there was a way to kill the Phoenix as well, you could kill the Hydra with a 6 damage ball.
Yeah, but it's immune to fire, so I can't kill the Phoenix.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah. So,
Oh.
we'll punch here for 1.
Okay.
Keep it respectable. And then I'll pass to you.
Okay. Well, let's see if I can pull it off. I'll draw a spell here.
Something tells me he can.
All right, we will mute the Waveshaper and Icelands.
Boom. He got me. Oh.
That's fun times in River City.
Man, that Hydra was just... All my stuff doesn't work against it.
Let me tell you, man. I think those are probably all the best water cards I just drew.
In the deck?
In the entire deck.
What was the pirate ships. The pirate ships are way more playable now.
Yeah.
With your ability.
Yeah, the Wavecaller is good.
The Floodplain plus the Waveshaper, the ability to force 2 sides opens that wide open.
You don't have to play that flood card anymore. It's beautiful. Whew.
That was good.
That was a good one. All right. Well, it's good for me.
It was really cool to see the changes in the avatars. I think this is very well done.
So what do you think about the Avatar of Fire, the old one that shot the fireball out of your hand from a sight, and then the new one? What's your take?
I think the old one is actually stronger because it can turn any card into a specific amount of damage, and this one requires units leaving play. But I do think with high threshold cards, and the deck has some, but not, like 2 is what I was seeing. But there's certainly, let me see if there's any 3s. The idea, because some of the high threshold stuff is not very expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
But the idea that you can turn those, like Infernal Legion seems to be the biggest one, which is 3.
Ooh, Infernal Legion's awesome.
So the ability to do it without using a card is good, but I think the ability to turn any location into the other card, but it's close. I don't think the fire or the fire avatar didn't need as much. That water is so dependent on the body of water.
Yeah.
And the other one was cool because you move your avatar around, but that's kind of a risk as well.
Yeah, it's kind of problematic with the synergy of what Water's trying to do, which is kind of stay safe, be defensive. I do think the avatar of Water from Alpha gets better the more like Nova style cards where things around you are problems, so you can like teleport up and then just start like whirling around.
Do a spin cycle.
So I can see that for sure. But yeah, I like the Flamecaller's ability not tapping, really important. I think there's also decks. It doesn't tap to do it, or does it tap,
does tap.
To do it?
That would be way better.
That would be much better.
Because
I think there's deck building strategies.
Yeah.
Where it's like you could build just good trades and just keep trading with your opponent, and then but you have 10 damage on the board.
You basically typically trading my 2 cards for your 2 cards is even, but when I get to turn those 2 cards into, let's say, 4 or 5 damage, there were moments too where if you hadn't had the pirate ship so early, there were moments where like I was looking at sending a 5-6 damage projectile at your face.
Yeah.
Or at a Phoenix to pump it to send a bunch of damage. But yeah, there's definitely some interesting deck building options here.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited
Which
about.
is what you want out of these new avatars.
Which is what I'll be doing live on stream.
Yeah, so thank you everybody for watching. Hey, join us for Release Weekend if you're watching this video early. On release day, November 10th, we're doing a 12-hour live stream of Sorcery. You're going to have some interviews talking to people who made this beautiful game happen. And also going to be playing a escalation style league where Zach and I are going to start with, I think, these Precons, and then we're going to open packs, upgrade, banish each other's cards between games, and play it the way that I think it's meant to be played, which is, I don't know what kitchen table means or casual means anymore, but we're going to be having fun and making the game work for us by adding cards and getting rid of cards that we don't like, which I think is a really cool mechanic. Like the ability to have a very focused play experience between 2 people or a group of people, and really giving people the levers to say, after every match, I get to take that card out of your deck. That really can get rid of a lot of like, oh, it's a spicy pull, and then it's like, it's too good. You got that match, but it's too good. It's out of here.
Yep.
It reminds me of what we were doing. We're like 13, 14 years old, and it's like, Zach, just don't play the Vader deck because I can't beat it, so you got to figure something else out.
Absolutely.
We do sell all of this stuff. We partner with Eric's Curiosa to do so, and so you can get the playmat, this Battlefield playmat, the Precon decks, the box of 4 beta Precons, and then of course beta booster boxes as well. Those are all on our site, ready for sale. And then if you want to get Arthurian Legends, that's set 2. You can get in line for that right now and guarantee your supply. You won't get allocated, no insanity there. If you just want to know that you're going to get it, you can do that now, signing up for our subscription for the Sorcery TCG. Start with Arthurian Legends, and it comes with a promo card,
Which
hand-painted in the style of all of Sorcery. We don't know who the artist is. We don't know what the card is, but we have nothing but faith that the same people behind all of these cards we've been playing with are going to produce something awesome. Appreciate you guys being here so much. Thank you for being a part of what we're doing. See you on the next video. Take care.